Morning, guys. So I've just been faffing around. Welcome to Defending Elvis. It's cold in here. I've just turned the heating back on. England is overcast. It says it's going to rain all day. The roads are wet, but it's not actually raining. So I might be able to do a dog walk today. I haven't woke up yet. This is my second tea. So I want to do a bit of showcasing of Epic today. Yeah. So I think what I would do. I need to warm up. I thought what I would do is just do our usual morning chat. For part one, and then part two we can start doing Epic. I'd like to do two Epic things today. Let's just see how it works with the kids, with the wife. So last night, it's like, what time was it? It was about 12:30, so 12:30 in the morning. I was asleep. I was woken up by a phone call. My son got a puncture. He can't work out how to fix it. I've got a 17-year-old son. I'm like, you're 17. Surely you can work out how to do a puncture. How to change the spare wheel. He couldn't do it. Yeah, so he's on his phone trying to learn how to do it. Couldn't get the jack to wind up. So guess who has to go at 1 a.m? It was actually quite simple. The jack that he had was very good. There was one that came with it's a Volkswagen Polo. He was there with his mate. They sort of stood there. No idea what to do. Quite sweet, really. And it was quite easy. I jacked it. I undid the bolts, got the locking wheel nut, which luckily we found that, and undid the bolts quite quickly. Removed the tire was knackered. Yeah, it was absolutely. He'd been driving it flat, I think, so it ruined the tire. But the spare was very good. It had one of those temporary spare wheels. The temporary ones, which did need pumping up. It was a bit flat, but he was in a petrol station in Morrison's, which is not far from here, just round the corner, which that was good as well. And then that's it. We got him up and running and come home, went back to bed. But you know what it's like when you go back to bed at 2 a.m, you can't get back to sleep. So I was awake a bit. So I haven't had a proper night's sleep. The last few weeks we've had doesn't help, does it, with our sleeping, Team Elvis? So I woke up this morning, sort of doing a bit of prep where I want to go with the Epic stuff. There's a few people that I like the way that they're discussing Epic, like Elvis Lass is one of my favorite. So I thought I'm going to play a few of her videos. Then you've got the Pink Cadillacs and a few other people that are doing bits. Yeah. Found quite a good review of Epic as well, a 7-minute review. There's some good stuff. So I've been posting it all to my Facebook. Like I said yesterday, guys, there's no more going back and forth with me and Danny Smith and Teresa. It's not happening. Yeah. I drew a line in it yesterday because enough had been said. I am pretty disgusted with their comment section. I'm not going to go into it, but there's a fair few bullies in their comment section saying the most disgusting things about me and Donna. And we're not talking one or two. We're talking 30, 40 disgusting comments coming. And I get it. They worship Danny Smith and Teresa. They're like the new Elvis. They could do no wrong. And I can't change that. But what I can say is that is extreme bullying. We've got a lot of people grouping together to bully on Danny and Teresa's channel, Memphis Mafia Kids. So that's all I want to say about it on that. And, the Trasher Club carry on doing their bit of bullying. But let's face it, guys, the Trasher Club channel is completely flatlined. It's not getting any subscribers, and the only comments on the Trasher Club channel is literally bullies attacking me and Donna. That's all it is. Very cruel, vile bullies. So let's just leave them to do what they're going to do. We are going to move on. But it doesn't mean that we're not going to discuss that Elvis needs defending. Yeah. And our right to defend. So yes, I want to, the whole argument with Danny and Teresa and Memphis Mafia Kid, I want to put it behind us. Yeah. Remember, this hasn't been Billy and Joe. This has been Danny and Teresa. Billy and Joe have nothing to do with this, really, other than obviously the mistakes of the past, yeah, that they did in their books and biographies, documentaries. So let's push it all behind us. So, time to move on. Today we're going to have a bit of an epic day. I've got some serious Bridget Cruz stuff to talk about with the lawsuits, Priscilla stuff that's been happening. There was a Jerry Schilling thing I wanted to go through. I think he recently had a birthday, didn't he? So there's just bits and bobs I want to go through. But right now, it's early in the morning. I've just put a coffee on going. I'm going to finish this tea off. And we need a tea. Don't we need a tea to wake up or a coffee? And then we're going to read Elizabeth's comment. Now, Elizabeth, I just want to, just a bit of history with Elizabeth, because I know she gets a bit shy and nervous, and she can be a bit insecure, a bit paranoid, but she's so lovely. Elizabeth, if you, when you watch this, I haven't told her I'm doing this. I want to surprise her. But Elizabeth, when you watch this, I just want you to know that you really, I've spoke to a lot of Elvis fans. And you really are a very loyal, dedicated Elvis fan. And you truly do love Elvis. Yeah. You truly are a pure defender. The way you defend as well, as a fan, the way you are a fan, yeah, like me, I'm just a fan. It's from the heart and very genuine. I actually find you quite innocent in how you defend. So you won't name call people, and you won't be rude, but you speak your mind, you stand your ground. Whereas Louis will do the nicknames and stuff like that. I'm a bit cheeky with it, but you have a very kind heart, a good heart, and I actually think you're very smart. I really like Elizabeth's. Sometimes Elizabeth does some amazing posts, yeah, and she's very respectful. I like the way she talks about Ginger Oldham. She's just a genuine Elvis fan. So I come across it. I thought, this is too good. I'm going to read it out. She's got two brilliant pictures. Let me just see if you can see them, guys. 1 second. Hang on. What's that? Let me just turn that one off. So let me just click on that a minute. Right. Okay. Right. So yeah, you can see what I'm looking at. So, I haven't dressed up. I'm pretty scruffy, The room, I can feel the room's warming up. I may stop and start just to go and get my coffee. First coffee of the day, guys, always the best. You cannot beat the first butter coffee of the day. Remember, butter coffee stops you feeling hungry all day. You guys know I'm keto, yeah? Keto diet. If you want to restore your health, restore your energy levels, look younger, feel younger, get you off meds, get you off type 2 diabetes, look up Dr. Ken Berry and the keto diet on YouTube. Go and have a look. You will have a shock. It transformed my life. Yeah. Remember, I'm 59 in July. Yeah. So it's really helped me. Right. Let's get on with it. I'm sorry I'm waffling, but this is just a morning chat. So I hope you don't mind me just waffling a bit. So I have been posting some stuff on my Defending Elvis Facebook page. We got like 13,000 followers on there. We get dozens and dozens, no, I would say hundreds of comments every day. Really good comments on our Defending Elvis Facebook page. Please join it, follow it, call it what you want. And remember, there is a 24-hour chat that I'll put the link on there for you. In fact, should I do it now? If you want to join that chat. And I've noticed quite a few of you are on there chatting now. We've got Manny's, our new Australian friend, was chatting this morning with a couple of other Australians. I think it was Luann Oh, who was the other one? There was 3 Australians talking together. Let's have a look, see if I can find it. I've just noticed Kirsten's on there now. Pamela's on there. So obviously, Manny's on there. He was talking to, who was he talking to? Grace. Grace in Australia. So the Australians are coming together for a chat, which I love. And I can see Anne's on there. I love our 24-hour chat, guys. So I'll put the link onto. I'll do it now while we're live. We've got a lot of Australians on our channel. A lot. Thank you so much. I love Australia. I love Australian people. Australian people are lovely. Yeah. And so let's I'll put the link on there. Please join it, guys. I tell you what, it's 24-hour chat. The point of it is to get to know each other and share. This is the key word. Share your research. Share it. That's the point of it. And sometimes when you put good research on that chat, I'll use it for my Defending Elvis channel. Okay, so it's appreciated. Right. So let's have a look. So as a devoted fan over 50 years, I've witnessed, so this is Elizabeth, okay? I've witnessed countless betrayals of Elvis, trust and dignity. It's heartbreaking to see people still disrespecting him today. I've been searching for fellow fans who shared my passion for defending Elvis, his legacy. Now, let me start again. I've been searching for fellow fans who share my passion for defending Elvis, his legacy. It's not about his music, which speaks for itself. Yeah, this is the big point that keeps coming up. People use that as an excuse to not defend him, to ignore what's happened in the last 40 odd years. You know, the betrayal of not just the Smiths, many people. Okay. You know, they keep reminding us Elvis, you know, he's a legend. So his legend status doesn't need defending. We know, we're not stupid. They keep reminding us that he's a human. He was human. He made mistakes. We know. So she then goes on to say, it's not about his music, which speaks for itself. She's right. That side of Elvis doesn't need defending at all. Yeah. But about respecting the man behind the legend. We honor Elvis's memory by standing up for him. Thank you. This is so lovely. Yeah. And this is the point we're trying to get across. I'm going to say that again. We honor Elvis's memory by standing up for him. Bravo. So there's another comment I'm going to come back to from Linda, and I'll explain it to you. Sometimes I think these people that are anti-defending Elvis are missing the point. Yeah. Linda says it in her comment, so I'm going to refer to in a minute, where she says, come on, it's obvious Elvis needs defending. And then she lists different reasons. Yeah. Anyone can see that Elvis needs defending. Then Linda says, so Linda O'Cudden is Team Elvis. She's lovely. She's a friend of mine. Okay. She means she's very important to me. I really like Linda. And she's helped me many times. Yeah. Her support has really been appreciated. Yeah. You know that, Linda, don't you? Yeah. So same goes for Elizabeth. Elizabeth has really been there for me. And her support has been very special, very important to me. And has helped me. And both of you have helped Team Elvis. Yeah. This is the thing about being in a team. Me and Team Elvis, is that we actually support each other, help each other. We help each other through the ups and downs. And because we've got a bit of a battle, we're in a battlefield, aren't we, guys? This massive backlash of people trying to prevent Elvis from being defended. Being in a team, okay, I'm the front person, but I'm part of a team that is very important to me. My family, I'm their family, they're my family. We need it to go through the ups and downs, don't we? The ups and downs of outrageous fortune. Yeah. So she then goes on to say, It's not about his music, which speaks for itself, but about respecting the man behind the legend. We honor Elvis's memory. I love that. We honor Elvis's memory. Then she says, by standing up for him. I know this, I'm like a scratch record, but he cannot stand up for himself. Elvis cannot jump in and say, hang on a minute. Whoa, hold up. That never actually happened. Hang on a minute. You've changed. You've changed. It's like the American Werewolf in London. You've changed. You've changed. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. You've changed the storyline. You've changed what actually happened. Here's an example. Priscilla Garibaldi Garcia Bulow. This story has been retold from Priscilla's point of view. I'm sure Priscilla would stand by this book, this 1985 book, and go, yes, that's what happened. We've proved many of the things in this book that rewrote history, reinvented the truth. We've proved that many of the things in this book have been altered to suit Priscilla. Now, everything I say is for entertainment purposes. And then you've got, obviously, Priscilla's other book, Softly as I Leave You. So again, the same thing has happened. It's different. It isn't actually word for word, each story, each detail. It's designed for the gullible public. It's designed for the public. Both books, both of Priscilla's books, are designed to alter truth, to try and make their version of events, even though probably not true, the truth. And the people that don't make the effort to do research just go along with it. Just, yeah, that's what happened. Priscilla says it, that's what happened. In both books, even though she divorced him years before he died, yeah, and was unfaithful at least twice, she still portrays herself as that Elvis is the love of her life. She still loves him, all that stuff. People fall for it because they fall for the fake romance, the fake fairy tale. The public are gullible, guys. I don't mean to be insulting, but the public around the world in every country just go along with it. The interview is on almost every single news program, news interview, call it what you want. Some of these sort of chat TV programs, they just, Priscilla, you are why Elvis is remembered. You saved Elvis's reputation, which she did the exact opposite. She seriously damaged it. You basically are the new Elvis. They hero worship her and chase her down the road for autographs. Yeah, they've completely been brainwashed and tricked into the fake fairy tale. As I've said many times, the fairy tale that we have been spoon-fed for nearly 50 years, it's just not true. Their marriage was an absolute train wreck. And I will always say Elvis also was part of the reason that marriage fell apart. But I would say, in some ways, Priscilla was more responsible for the breakup of that marriage. If you start to do your homework, start to understand, if you go month by month, from the moment they met, then there was a big gap. They were just friends at first in 59. And then when she eventually moves over, when she's 17 going on 18, then they get married at nearly 22. If you really go through it properly, you understand a difficult relationship, which a lot of it, if you do your research and read the books, you will pick out the inconsistencies. You will pick out the game playing that's going on, the manipulation of the public through these words that have been rewritten by Priscilla to make herself as a victim, to portray herself as a victim. You start to, if you read Child Bride, you start to understand, actually, we're being led down the garden path. Eventually, when you get to this book, when you start reading about Michael Edwards and the alleged abuse of Lisa Marie when she was a minor, just an opinion for entertainment purposes. Everything I say on this show is an opinion sharing discussion YouTube channel. Nothing I say is fact. People start, you start to understand, oh, I've been conned. I've been ripped off. I've been misled. I've been spoon-fed lies. And so, but to do that, you have to be bothered to look beneath the surface. If you can't be bothered to look beneath the surface, if you're just quite happy to go, oh yeah, you know, as it says here, the music, the legend speaks for itself. Once you go beneath the surface, then also when you go beneath the surface, you also start to understand almost all the people that were close to Elvis. And I'm not just talking about the Smiths. Double-crossed him, backstabbed him, betrayed him. The people that Elvis trusted the most let him down the most, including Priscilla. You know, we've had this new channel set up to bully me and Donna and my group Team Elvis that is called Anti-Defending Elvis. But it's a Priscilla fan. And that channel also supports all the Trasher channels. You get it? Supports the Trasher books. So something's not right. You've got a so-called Elvis fan setting up a YouTube channel to attack me and my group Defending Elvis. Remember, I just defend Elvis. That's what I do. Been doing it for 20 months with a team Elvis. So you get what I'm saying, guys? So you get, when you start understanding, well, hang on a minute, why is there Elvis fans attacking Elvis defenders, even if it's a family member like Donna Presley, but supporting the people that trashed Elvis, whoever it is, Smith, Stanley's, Memphis Mafia, Priscilla, whoever it is, you start to question things. You start saying, something's not right here. The people that double-crossed Elvis are now the new heroes. They're getting worshipped. And the people that worship them, if you don't align with them, then they turn on you and bully you, which is why we've got these vile comments in the Smiths, in Memphis Mafia Kids comment section. And then you've got this vile bully channel set up to attack Donna Presley and me. Read the comments, it's just bullies. So it makes you sort of, when I read this, it makes me sort of understand what's happening here. Yeah. So firstly, I wish the public would just speak up and go and make the effort to do their bit of research, try and look beneath the surface and just get nearer to the truth and understand why, if you bring up Elvis to anybody, they will trash him. You could speak to someone walking down the street. Hi, you know, I'm an Elvis fan, blah, blah, blah. And they will within minutes say, he's a pedo, he's a pervert, he's a rapist. Get it? He was with a 14-year-old girl. It all comes out. And you're like, hang on a minute, I'm just an Elvis fan. I just love Elvis. Yeah. So and then I think all of us have been through this, haven't we? As Elvis defenders, you find yourself in a position where you're like, shit, I'm defending that I'm an Elvis fan. Or they even push you to the point where you start to feel awkward and embarrassed. You feel like you're trying to excuse what you are. Excuse that you're an Elvis fan, when in your heart you deeply love Elvis. Where in your heart, if you're an Elvis defender, you deeply know that Elvis has been unfairly portrayed. That many lies have been said about Elvis. Many, many lies. Yeah. Everything's been twisted to suit the trashers, to suit the fake Elvis fans, the fake Elvis YouTube channels. Do you get it? So, you know, I've been in that position many times, even with my own family. I'm trying to defend Elvis. I don't just defend Elvis on YouTube or on Facebook. And I think many of you go through this. Don't you, Team Elvis? Don't Elvis fans that are watching me now, don't you have this? Where you find you're sticking up for Elvis? Now, you also get the fans that, oh no, he was human. He did it. All he cared about was shagging women. He did like underage girls. He did have a vile temper. He was a rapist, but he could sing. The legend is secure. His legacy is secure. Do you get it? The Trasher fans, like the ones that follow the Smiths, yeah, with their vile bullying comments, they, yeah, that is how he was, but he had a beautiful voice. He was a bloody good-looking man, a very sexy man, extremely talented, the most talented man in the world, but they just accept all of the negative stuff that they've been told must be true. And that aligns with kissing the arse of the very people that trashed Elvis for money. Get it? Does that make sense to you? It's in their interest to say, yes, Elvis is a pervert, a pedo, because then they can carry on kissing the people that have betrayed him, backstabbed him, double-crossed him, even family members, stepbrothers, ex-wife. The thing I have noticed lately is that if you hate on Priscilla, they're okay. You know, these Trasher fans, if you hate on Priscilla, it's fine. You can trash Priscilla all day long. They're happy with that. But as soon as you turn up, say things, expose their heroes, could be the Smiths, all stands, they have a different stance. As soon as you expose this book, some of them have a different stance. Oh, it was Elvis's fault. It was Vernon's fault. Elvis shouldn't have sacked them, you know? You get it? You have the Trasher fans that are okay with us disliking Priscilla. You see? It's double standards. The truth is, they all trashed Elvis for money. They all double-crossed him, backstabbed him, betrayed his trust. So, do you get my point? So, I know it's a scratch record, guys. I know I keep repeating it, but we have to hammer this home. Yeah? So, she then says it's not about the music which speaks for herself, but about respecting the man behind the legend. This is the bit I'm trying to get to, guys. Where was the respect for the man behind the legend? So, this is really crucial. The people that double-crossed Elvis and let him down, the family members, stepbrothers, whoever it is, cousins, ex-girlfriends, Memphis Mafia, they knew the man behind the legend. They knew him. Lived with him, worked with him, spent thousands of hours with him, traveled with him, movies with him, tours with him. They really knew him well. Elvis had a small bubble. People inside that bubble he completely trusted and relied on. Was really good to them. Gave them a dream life. Really cared about them. I've heard about Elvis. He really cared about these people in his life. He would sit there with them and listen to their problems, help them with their problems. Obviously, he would give them money to help their families, to buy homes, cars, etc., to feed the families, etc. You know, he was just super generous. Yeah, he really did care about them. Elvis was not a selfish person. Yeah, far from it. Far from it. In fact, he was the complete opposite. He lived in a bubble. So these people that have spent 30, 40 years trashing Elvis for money, taking away his dignity in front of his daughter, Lisa Marie, the people that did it were the people that did know the man behind the legend. So then she says, we honor Elvis's memory by standing up for him. And I completely get that, you know. We love Elvis, don't we? Come on, guys. He touched our lives. He changed our lives. The moment we discovered Elvis, we were transformed forever, and we will be to the day we died. Whether we discovered him a month ago or 60 years ago, the effect that Elvis has on us is till we die. Yeah, and because we love him so much, we feel the same way towards Lisa Marie Presley. Yeah, so standing up for him, that's what we do. And that's exactly what we'll do. And so we have had this backlash trying to prevent us from standing up for him. We're going to fight through it. We'll never back down. We'll never give up. There's not 1 ounce of me, not even for a second, that has ever said, because of the backlash that we get, because of how we're treated by these fake Elvis fans, fake Elvis YouTube channels. Not once have I thought, I'm not going to stand up for Elvis, because he can't give his side of the story. He can't challenge these people, you know? So we step in as fans. Luckily, Donna has stepped in as a first cousin, which is really important. Life-changing, I think, yeah. Donna Presley is changing history. That's a fact, yeah. And so it's just a classy way of standing up for Elvis, standing up for the Presleys. She did, you know, her video that she did yesterday was so classy. There was no name calling. She basically said, there's room for everyone. Let's be respectful. Elvis deserved better. We understand he was human, but give the man a break, back off, you know? She was very good. And she has been personally attacked by many, many people, yeah, that call themselves Elvis fans, that call themselves Elvis family members, you know. And she definitely has not deserved 1 ounce of the treatment she got from Danny Smith and Teresa. What they did was bullying. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that too much. So I'm making a point of defending here, okay? So she says Elvis's memory, we honor Elvis's memory by standing up for him, and that's what we'll do. We're driven by gratitude for the impact he had on our lives, and it's disappointing to encounter fans who think he doesn't need our defense. It's shocking. It's shocking, guys. The amount of backlash we get of people saying Elvis doesn't need defending, it's just unbelievable. When I go through the Smiths comment on Memphis Mafia Kid, I would say there's probably at least 50 comments. Elvis doesn't need defending. Elvis doesn't need defending. These are Elvis fans. Shocking. And then they throw in a few little vile comments. All in the name of worshipping the new Elvis, the Smiths. Yeah, Danny Smith has become the new Elvis. So because they want to worship him, they're prepared to throw away their loyalty to Elvis. Shocking. Shocking. You go and have a look for yourselves, guys. 50 comments. Elvis doesn't need defending. Elvis doesn't need defending. Even though all the evidence of Elvis being trashed for 40 years is all out there. It's not hard to find. It's everywhere. It's all around you. We deal with it as fans every day. Whenever we speak to a stranger concerning Elvis, we're embarrassed about how he is laughed at, ridiculed, yeah, mocked, aren't we? And then we defend him, yeah? And sometimes we have to do it with Lisa Marie. Sometimes we have to defend Lisa because she gets mocked and ridiculed as well. And already people are starting to point their fingers at Riley and Finley and Harper. That's how it's going, yeah? Luckily, Epic jumps up in the face of all this and shows us the real Elvis, the true Elvis. Epic. When we all start to watch Epic over the next few weeks, the true Elvis will emerge. Yeah, Elvis is being relaunched to the world again. This is another comeback special. This is as big as the 68 comeback special. So that interrupts all these people. It interrupts everyone. And the reason it's happening, guys, is because of Baz Luhrmann. Baz Luhrmann is a hero. A hero. He should get some kind of medal for what he's done. Because I tell you now, if you take away the Austin Butler film and what Baz Luhrmann has done with Epic, things would be different. Things would be different. Yeah. Elvis would still have his millions of fans, but it would be the older generations that are very loyal. And then, yes, there will be new fans coming through, but not like this. The Austin Butler film and the Epic, in my opinion, the Epic being released and the way it's been done, how it was discovered, long lost footage, and the way that Baz Luhrmann is running around the world promoting and pushing this epic Elvis Presley in concert. Finally, Elvis is back. The real Elvis, the true Elvis. That is how Elvis wants to be remembered. Anyone that watches Epic, and we've seen all the little clips that have been shared around, you've got excited fans, all excited of Epic. You start to get a true sense of Elvis. And you then understand how badly treated he's been in the last 40 years. Yeah. And unfortunately by Elvis fans as well. Yeah. And by Elvis's family, ex-girlfriends, ex-wife, Memphis Mafia. Yeah. So this is a slap in the face for all these people. Yeah. And to the people that are kissing the arse of the Smiths, this is a slap in the face for them. Because it is Elvis that came first, not family members that trashed him. Yeah. Double-crossed him, backstabbed him with books, biographies, documentaries. But anyway, so she says, it's not about his music, which speaks for itself, but about respecting the man behind the legend. We honor Elvis's memory by standing up for him, and that's exactly what we'll do. We're driven by gratitude for the impact he had on our lives. Once you get affected by Elvis and discover him, you are never the same again till the day you die. Fact. Elvis has helped me in so many ways. I keep saying it. Elvis made me the man who I am today. He transformed my life. When I discovered him as a child, when I was 4 years old, it changed everything for me in a good way. In a good way. He put me on the road to success, and I've had a lot of success. But it has been a rocky road. It's been a tough road. But I was my role model, my mentor, the person I admire, the person I aspire to, has kept me on that path. And the fact that we are both Christian men has been even more fantastic. Yeah. And it's disappointing to encounter fans who think he doesn't need our defense. I'll never get used to it. I'll never get used to people saying Elvis doesn't need defending. I'll never understand it. And it's about respecting his wishes and keeping his dignity. A massive point. Lisa Marie made it very clear in more than one interview. Elvis's dignity meant everything to him. And these people, and there's a lot of them, took it away from him. And that is why all these people were cut off from Gracelands. Things were said that cannot be unsaid. Joel Weishanker's words. He carries out the wishes of the family for the betrayal, the backstabbing, the double crossing, the breaking of the pledge. Yeah. Defending Elvis Presley is about doing what's right and not opinions or agreements. So I like that as well, because it's the right thing to do to stand up for him, on behalf of Lisa. Lisa, in my opinion, would want her father defended because when she was alive, because he couldn't tell the truth, his version of events, he couldn't stand up for himself. Yeah, he couldn't challenge these people. And then so Lisa did what she could to defend her father on behalf of her own children. Because don't forget, Lisa Marie was very aware that the reputation and image of Elvis, of course, was going to affect Riley, Finley and Harper. You imagine Riley, Finley and Harper, they have to listen to all the trash, the way that all these fake stories have damaged Elvis's reputation. So even now, you know, when you've got people like Linda talking about drugs on the stage at Westgate, you know, could you imagine Riley, Finley and Harper, Elvis's grandkids, Lisa's kids, having to listen to that? Then you've got these people that try to talk about Riley like she's not family. You know, people, you know, it's just, all of it is shocking. So it's about respecting his wishes and keeping his dignity intact. That's a standout thing that Lisa always felt. Yeah. Elvis deserves our loyalty and we're proud to stand up for it. Elvis deserves the loyalty of all fans, all Elvis fans. Unfortunately, there's a very large section of fans that call Elvis fans, that call themselves Elvis fans, that have thrown away loyalty. They're not loyal to Elvis, the human being, the man, the true person, the man behind the legend, as Elizabeth says. They're Elvis fans on their terms. Oh, I'll be an Elvis fan as long as I can kiss the arse of the people that trashed him and made money from his name, double-crossed him, backstabbed him, did books, biographies, documentaries, tabloids, ruining his reputation. I'm not talking about the music. The legend is secure. As she says, the music speaks for itself. The legend is secure, but the man behind the legend, where is the loyalty? Elvis has been thrown out the window by these people, Elvis fans. There is a new Elvis, and I'll never accept it. So, Elizabeth, what a lovely comment. Of course, I will carry on standing up for Elvis. And I wanted to just quickly, a couple of things if I've got enough time. So Linda did a comment. Yeah. Let's have a look. I want to play something. Yeah. I'm not playing this to have an argument. I'm playing this to make a point. So please just listen to this. Yeah. I'm not going to go back and forth on this with Smiths, but I do think this needs to be brought up. Now, there's been a lot of things said about poor Elvis that have really upset me. Okay. It goes round and round in my head. And we obviously know about all the betrayal of people that were close to Elvis. This happened 3 to 4 days ago. Now, I'm not anti Billy and Joe. They're just a sweet old couple that have a channel called Elvis Fans Matter. That I enjoy watching it. I recommend people subscribe to it. I do think they loved Elvis, but in a funny way. What you just think that when these people are given the opportunity to say sorry, they would. I made a joke once. Oh, Elvis would karate chop Billy Smith because of the betrayal, the backstabbing of the books, all the King's Men, E True Hollywood, all that kind of stuff, the tabloid stuff. You know, the disgusting things said in the book Elvis, Aaron Presley, and the Memphis Mafia. So only days ago, because I do like to think if something's happened a long time ago, isn't it time to forgive, to put it behind us? I also like to think that when these people are given the opportunity to show regret and say sorry, that they would, and this is what happened.
This, I'll do the whole truth, whatever questions were asked.
Right, truth.
And that was one of the questions that was asked, and so I just told the truth. Like I say, I don't have to apologize for nothing. Somebody said, that if we ever met him in the afterlife, that he'd probably give me a karate chop. And he may be right. I don't know. When we get there, but one thing about it, I won't have to introduce myself.
Yeah. That's the truth.
I won't have to introduce myself, meaning I knew him, you didn't. No excuse. That is no excuse. I don't really need to add to that. Let's find Linda's comment. I mean, I just find it shocking that someone can't apologize for their behavior. So I'm definitely moving on to the epic stuff. So I wonder if Linda's comments there. Let's just have a look. I just wanted to brush on Linda's comment because it was important to me. Part 2, guys, we're going to get on with epic. I've been posting all the epic stuff. This is just a morning chat. But I felt Linda Cudham deserved some sort of acknowledgement because her comment was just, she's surrounded by a pack of wolves. She goes into the Smiths comments and there's thousands and thousands of Smith fans that are literally being bullies, saying the most vile things about me and Donna, and repeatedly saying Elvis doesn't need defending. And I just thought, I've got so much respect for Linda. The fact she didn't mind jumping into the middle of hostility. I thought, I want to just highlight a couple of points of her comment. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find it. I did put it on. Here we go. Right. Okay. I'm not going to read it word for word because I'm not here to just talk about Danny and Teresa. I'm making a point. So Danny and Teresa, very crystal clear, say Elvis doesn't need defending. Yeah. Sends people to join channels that are being promoted by Danny and Teresa that have attacked me and Donna Presley. Yeah, literally bullied me and Donna Presley. So Linda, there's thousands, hundreds of comments of support. Oh, Danny and Teresa, we love you, we love you, we love you. extreme worshipping of these people that have become the new Elvis. So for Linda to jump in and do a comment when there's literally hundreds of comments, hostile comments, very cruel, vile comments, bully comments. These are bullies, yeah? All in the name of worshipping the Smiths, okay? I really respect Linda for doing her thing here as a pure, genuine, honest Elvis fan, yeah? She jumps in with love for Elvis, and that's why I like this comment. So they've just said Elvis doesn't need defending. So then Linda jumps in and says, I'm sorry to say that there is loads of proof that Elvis's reputation was trashed. You both know. Then she, with respect, she says, of course you want to protect your parents. And then she goes on to say, I'm one of many fans in the entire world that cannot abide the stories that never understood why private details about Elvis should or would be shared. You say you respect all opinions from fans, but you sit there and say we are not welcome on your channel if we disagree with you. Defending Elvis's reputation is absolutely needed. 99% of people that I say I'm an Elvis fan, they say, what? He was a pedo, a rapist. And of course, that part didn't come from your parents. Well, actually, there are some pretty concerning details in this book from Marty Lacker and Lamar Fike and Billy Smith that point in that direction. I do agree they don't use the word pedo, but they say it in a different way. Yeah. So, so then she says, I'm an Elvis fan. So then she goes on to say, do you understand the damage that has been done by the books, the tabloids, the documentaries that your family were involved in? That they make Elvis out to be a pervert. And she says 1,000,000%. He would never, ever have wanted personal or intimate details about his life shared. Every Elvis fan knows Elvis was devastated about the book Elvis What Happened. Remember, these people support the Memphis Mafias that were the people that were involved in these trash books. The Smiths support these people. This is part of the problem. They praise and support the very people that have double-crossed and backstabbed and trashed Elvis for money. And they did it for decades in front of his daughter. We have to understand this, guys. This is also part of the problem. We haven't just got the Elvis fans that are kissing the arse of the betrayers, the trashers, the trasher club, if you want to call it. We've also got the actual trashers themselves supporting each other. This is the other problem. Oh, I love Dee Stanley. Oh, I love Billy Stanley. I love Ricky Stanley. I love Dave Stanley. I love Lamar Fike. I love Marty Lacker. I love Red West, Sonny West. Do you get it? They love the very people that still trash Elvis, did trash Elvis, are still worshipping the people that have passed that trashed Elvis. So it compounds the problem. They carry on trashing, refuse to say sorry and show regret, attack the people that defend Elvis, say that Elvis doesn't need defending, even attack Elvis's first cousin Donna Presley, but are like that with the people that trashed Elvis. Speak really well of them. It's all of it is just bonkers. So so then she says she mentions the secretly recorded conversation. The book Elvis What Happened, he showed kindness to Red. He did. And a lot of people don't know this. Dave Hebler was sat with Red West when that phone call was secretly recorded. And I've always said they were trying to catch Elvis out. They were hoping that Elvis was going to say something bad they could use against him. I've always felt that. They failed because Elvis was such a decent, good-hearted Christian man, a forgiving man, that he didn't play into their hands, and he basically forgave them. Their little game of tricking Elvis into a secretly recorded phone call failed. Dave Hebler, Red West. So everyone knows Elvis was hurt beyond words about that book. Please understand that these trasher books and documentaries are still out there. I've seen many people change their opinions on Elvis as a human after reading and watching these books and documentaries, these trasher books that were created by his own family, the people that he trusted, by his close friends. Even ex-girlfriends have done it, and of course Priscilla has done it. So then she sticks up for me and Donna. Louis and Donna and Team Elvis are going to keep Elvis's reputation as a human. Yeah, we are going to defend the human. The entertainer we know doesn't need, it's sorted, isn't it? It's intact. We know how great Elvis was. It's just a brilliant comment. Then she describes how these negative stories over the decades just kept coming out more and more and more. We know that of course, the publishers, the tabloids, the documentary makers, there was a lot of money to be had, being offered, being paid out to trash Elvis in front of Lisa Marie while she was watching. Lisa Marie had to witness all this. I keep saying, guys, does anyone not care about Lisa Marie's feelings? See that when these people say Elvis doesn't need defending, what about Lisa Marie? How would she feel about that? How did she feel about that over 30, 40 years? What about Elvis's feelings? Elvis's feelings have been forgotten. How did he feel about these decades of trashing whilst he wasn't here? People use the excuse, oh, he's not alive now, he's dead, so it doesn't matter. Yes, it matters. And it would have mattered to Elvis as well. We all know Elvis did care about how he was thought of. Didn't he, guys? So you must realise that Louis and Donna and everyone that defends Elvis, we do it out of keeping Elvis's dignity, but we also do it out of love, don't we, guys? Lisa spent her life doing the same thing. No one heard anyone go against Lisa while she was still with us. Did we? So Elvis does need to be defended. No one in the position to tell any of us that we are not allowed to defend Elvis. I fully agree. I will always be shocked and horrified when I'm told Elvis doesn't need defending, and especially when it's coming from Elvis fans, from Elvis YouTube channels, and number one, when I hear it from someone like Danny Smith or Billy Stanley, I am disgusted. Family members of Elvis saying Elvis doesn't need defending, knowing that his life has been trashed for cash for decades, and it happened in front of Lisa Marie. No one cares about Elvis's feelings. These people that say how much they love Elvis, they don't care about his feelings. These people that say they honor Lisa Marie, no one cares about her feelings. Who cares about the feelings of Elvis? Elvis fans have forgotten about Elvis's feeling. That is a standout thing. You've only got to read all the bully comments on the Smith channel, on the Trasher Club channel, to understand that Elvis's feelings have been forgotten. Lisa Marie's feelings have been forgotten. They're not important anymore. Shocking. We do it. So Linda says we do it out of keeping Elvis's dignity. Lisa spent her life doing the same thing. No one heard anyone go against Lisa. So Lisa, come on, guys. While she was with us for many decades, stood up for her father. This is why she said, I hope they rot in hell, and cut them off from Gracelands. Yeah? Cut them off for their betrayal. Lisa, if she was still with us now, would be defending her father, would be still upset with these people. Lisa wasn't as forgiving, was she? She couldn't let it go that these people have double-crossed and backstabbed her. Friends, family, relatives, stepbrothers, cousins, ex-girlfriends, all of these people double-crossing Elvis, repeating his private life for entertainment, for cash, sharing his private life like it was a comic for cash. I don't think Lisa ever was going to forgive any of these people. She was too upset. And why wouldn't she be? It was her father. She knew the man, the daddy. We have the right to say that Elvis needs to be defended. These people have the right to say that Elvis doesn't need defending. They do, but it's not right. I repeat, these people have the right to say Elvis doesn't need defending, but it doesn't make it right, because he surely does need defending. To Linda, thank you for that. Linda, you're very special. You and Elizabeth are very special. Now, I wonder if there was just one video that was sent me that we've all heard before. I think it was Jeffrey that sent it me. Let's just see if I can find it. We've all heard it. It's Elvis. He has a chat with his audience. There we go. Some people call it the on stage. I don't like the title of this video, but Elvis, this is an important video.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I hope I don't get copyrighted for this, but I'm going to play it while I make my coffee. This is the true Elvis. True Elvis. This is why we defend Elvis. Yes, it would have upset him. He did care about the human side of Elvis, of himself. It mattered to him. Yeah? His feelings would get hurt by these trash books, by the fact that family had let him down, close friends let him down, even his ex-wife. Elvis was good to Priscilla to the day he died. Very good to her. Never trashed her, never said a bad word about her. In fact, he was very kind to her. Yeah. He was kind to all his ex-girlfriends. Elvis was kind to Linda Thompson, wasn't he? Even after they split up, he was paying for everything. Her thanks is to sit at Westgate and say, oh, by the way, Elvis, drugs, smoking pot for his eye. Get it? Elvis really trusted all these people. Smith, Stanley's, ex-girlfriends, Memphis Mafia, close friends. Let's listen to Elvis.
My name is Bill Cosby. Elvis closed last night. I'm a little lighter skinned than you thought I was. And I don't have a natural light like I do on my TV show, you know. Me and old Harold. Not Harold. What's his name? Albert. Fat Albert. Hey. Hey, look. Somebody gave me this thing here. Yeah, it really is. Somebody gave it to me. And I just got an 8th degree black belt in karate. After 16 years of doing this art every day for 16 years, I was awarded the 8th degree, which carries, let's see, 8th degree. There's only 10 degrees of black. So the 8th degree I just got this week. The 9th degree carries Senior Master of the Art, the next one. And the 10th is Senior Grand Master of the Art. So that's where I got to strive to go to, which takes quite a while, you know. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like you to meet one of the fellows who promoted me to the 8th degree black. His name is Ed Parker. He has about 18 Kenpo schools around the country. Ed Parker. There's another fellow in the audience. See that book. It's a friend of mine. His name is John O'Grady. He's written a book. He was head of the narco squad in Los Angeles for 26 years. And on the 166th page, he's got about 3 pages about me and my ex-wife Priscilla, and about our friendship, and about that maternity suit. It turned out to be a complete conspiracy and a hoax, man. Just no way. I had a picture made with that chick, and that's all. I mean, she got pregnant with a camera, a Polaroid or something. Anyway, it's all in this book. It's been watching Polaroid cameras, water. But you know what she did? And when she goofed up, she named the night. And the night that she named, my wife was with me in the audience. And that's the night she said, "Ain't no way I'm gonna fool around with her out there. You kidding me?" So anyway, let me tell you something. If you like things like the French Connection, the Chinese Connection, the British Connection, the knee connection to the jump bone, bone neck to bone neck to. If you like that type of stuff, buy this book. It's called O'Grady. It'll be in print when, John? Up to September 27th. It will fascinate you. It's about 26 years of a hardline policeman working in the narco squad out of Hollywood. So you can imagine what it's like. Buy this book. It's called O'Grady. Okay. John just came back from New York, where he had a meeting of this. I have been a member of this organization for 5 years, the International Narcotics Enforcement Officers Association, in recognition of the outstanding loyalty and contribution to the support of narcotic law enforcement. This award of special honor is bestowed upon Elvis Presley in testimony, so-and-so, lifetime member, International Narcotics Enforcement Officers Association. So I just got that. So, I don't pay attention to rumors. I don't pay attention to movie magazines. They don't read them because they're all junk. And no, I don't mean to put anybody's job down. I'm talking about they have a job to do, and they got to write something. So if they don't know anything, they make it up.
So guys, I was just making coffee, but I've already listened to this many times. Yeah, and here goes. Yeah, so let's listen to this part, guys. Very important.
Law enforcement. This award of special honor is bestowed upon Elvis Presley in testimony, so-and-so, lifetime member, International Narcotics Enforcement Officers Association. So I just got that.
Now Elvis doesn't have to do this. Yeah, this is the man. The man. This is the human being. This is the person we're trying to defend and protect and stand up for. This is the person. This is the person that Linda's defending, Elizabeth is defending. It's very simple. Yes, he's a legend. But it's the man behind the legend that we stand up for. We try and protect. Whether it be Donna Presley, as obviously Elvis' first cousin, or just us as fans. Yeah, us as people that love him. Okay?
So, I don't pay attention to rumors. I don't pay attention to movie magazines. They don't read them because they're all junk. And no, I don't mean to put anybody's job down. I'm talking about they have a job to do, and they got to write something. So if they don't know anything, they make it up. So in my case, they make it up. When I hear rumors flying around, I got sick in the hospital. Well, I was, in this day and time, you can't even get sick. You are strung out.
Now, I just want to say, guys, we've got loads of proof now. Obviously, there's a few books. Obviously, Dr. Forrest Tennant's book, Sally Hoddle's book. It's funny because someone mentioned Sally Hoddle the other day. Me and Sally get on fine. Yeah. We email each other. We actually get on fine. But anyway, there are books now that clearly prove that Elvis was genuinely sick. Now, I'm not going to whitewash him. I know there was a problem with the prescription medication. I know that the story is complicated, but he was sick. He could not sleep. He was overworked. His body was letting him down. Genuine, 100% proved. When you're in pain, you turn to your doctor, you ask for help, he gives you pills. What else could he do? What else could Elvis do other than turn to his doctor? What would you do if you were in his situation, in the pain that Elvis was in the discomfort that he was in? He had serious colon problems as well. What would you do? You could not sleep. You were very overworked. You turn to your doctor. Painkillers, sleeping pills, tablets that give you energy, tablets that sort the colon problems out, the glaucoma out, and many other health problems. So yeah, Elvis may have took too many prescriptions, medications. There may have been abuse. He may have been addicted to some of them. Fair enough. He may have self-medicated. But his reasons to take the prescription medications were 100% genuine. Let's keep going. When he went to hospital, he was sick. I fully accept he was a human being. The side effects, there's possible addiction to these prescription medications. I fully accept that of course had an effect as well. But he was sick. He was genuinely sick.
My God, I'll tell you something, friend. I have never been strung out in my life, except on music. When I got sick here in the hotel, I got sick here that one night. I had 102 temperature. They wouldn't let me perform. From 3 different sources I heard I was strung out on heroin. I swear to God, hotel employees.
Don't forget, we know that Elvis was very against street drugs, completely against them.
Employees, Jack, bellboys, freaks that carry your luggage up to the room, people working around, you know, talking, maids. And I was sick. I was had a doctor, had the flu, and I got over one day. But all across this town, I was strung out. So I told him earlier, and don't you get offended, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to somebody else. If I find or hear the individual that has said that about me, I'm going to break your goddamn neck, you son of a bitch.
Now, you know, this is difficult, isn't it, guys? But please understand, yeah, that this clearly shows the public, the family, the close friends, the ex-wife, ex-girlfriends. Elvis did care what people said about him. He did care. So when people say that he would have forgiven these people, I don't know, maybe not. When people say that, oh, it doesn't matter what Marty Lacker and Lamar Fike and Billy Smith said in this book where they trashed Elvis, yeah? This would have bothered him. This would have upset him. Being dead, he still does matter. When people say, oh, come on, he's not with us now, he's in heaven, so it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. And it would have mattered to him. And it matters to his family and friends that care about his feelings. I keep saying his feelings have been forgotten. Lisa Marie's feelings have been forgotten. And the excuse, oh, he's dead now, he's in heaven, he's a Christian. Billy Stanley said it. Oh, he's in heaven now, so who cares? We care. He would have cared. His daughter cared for 40 years plus. Yes, people did care about the way Elvis was trashed publicly for decades by the people closest to him. For cash, trash for cash. Double-crossed, backstabbed, betrayed, a pledge broken. And I'm not singling out just the Smiths. Elvis did care. This isn't about me and Danny Smith. Elvis did care. To all the people that say Elvis doesn't need defending, yes, he does. And he would have wanted to have been defended. And he did care about how he was discussed in books, biographies, documentaries, tabloids, magazines, news interviews, on social media. He would have cared it did matter to him, and this shows it.
That is dangerous. That is damaging to myself, to my little daughter, to my father.
So guys, to my little daughter, this all happened in front of Lisa Marie. In front of her. Week in, week out, day in, day out. By people that were close to Elvis, that he trusted, that he was good to, that he gave a dream life to. Could you imagine how Lisa felt? All this is all unfolding in front of the world. And then it gets even worse when she has children, because she's thinking, oh my God, my kids have got to witness this as well. And the people that have done it are the ones that Elvis was so good to, which is why she said, may they rot in hell. And other things. Shocking. Who cared about her feelings? Lisa Marie's feelings.
To my friends, my doctor, to everybody, my relationship with you, my relationship with up here on the stage, it is dangerous. I will pull your goddamn tongue out by the roots.
That man did care about how he was perceived around the world, especially in front of his daughter, Lisa Marie. He did care. It does matter.
Thank you very much. Anyway, how many of you people saw the movie?
Okay, guys. Pretty, I do find that hard to play. It's not easy. So I just want to remind everyone, this isn't me having another go at Danny Smith and Teresa. They're behind me now. I'm not going to respond to anything they do now. But I will keep hammering home that we do have the right to defend Elvis, and that Elvis does need defending. And that the people that say he doesn't have betrayed Elvis, have double-crossed Elvis, and have now got a new Elvis, and have forgotten Elvis. They have forgotten Elvis's feelings, and they have forgotten Lisa Marie's feelings. The way that Donna Presley has been attacked is absolutely disgusting. Elvis's first cousin, who lives to defend her family. She deserves better as well. Elvis deserves better. Lisa Marie deserves better. And even Riley, Finley and Harper deserve better. All right, guys. So part 2, we're going to start doing epic, okay? So I do like my morning chats. This one's a very serious one. I especially want to thank Elizabeth and Linda. Okay, you are beautiful, genuine, decent Elvis fans. No one asked Elizabeth or Linda to do these comments. They did it from the heart. Elizabeth has done it on her Facebook, and she has also got some lovely comments of support, which I don't have time to read out now. But Elizabeth, be very proud of yourself, Elizabeth. You jumped in to defend the man you love, Elvis Presley, not the legend, the man behind the legend. And Linda, I'm so proud that you jumped into a pack of wolves, hundreds of very cruel, nasty, bullying comments on the Smiths, Memphis Mafia Kid YouTube channel, and you jump right in the middle and you give this beautiful comment, respectful, kind comment, where you just want to show that Elvis does need defending and that we have the right to defend him. And you make it very clear that Elvis would have cared how he was trashed by all these people, most of them very close to him, most of them people that Elvis was good to, that he trusted. So thank you, Linda. Thank you, Linda, okay? Thank you, Linda and Elizabeth. You rock.